Hey folks, my name's Chris and this is a video about my new coffee machine, the Sage Barista Pro. I believe that model number is the 878. Yeah, it says on the instruction booklet. The SE878. So, for years I used a DeLonghi Magnifica, and that's one of those machines where they say it's bean to cup, but really it does all the espresso making in a little machine inside. This one it grinds it for you into the portafilter, this thing. Which I understand is slightly smaller than the ones you use in cafes. 54 millimeters. And yeah, basically this one you do some of the work yourself. So I'm just going to show you, because this is my first week with it and I'm getting pretty decent espresso out of it. I have not nailed the use of this steam wand for microfoam in the milk yet, but I'm just going to show you making an espresso. Okay, so the portafilter. Now, this leaflet that came with it says, basically, if you're using good beans, use the single wall filter. The other side says, if you've got ground coffee, use the dual wall. Well, I'm going to do what it says. I know there are people online saying different things, but this is a single wall double shot. So, here goes. This thing is a dosing funnel. I'm not sure how it's very different. I think it just, I think, to be honest, that it just keeps the grounds from flowing over the top of the portafilter. So, I turn it on. Now, I have turned the grind size down because it seemed to be too coarse, and I've turned the grind time down because it seemed to be giving me too much grind, too much coffee. I've also, without properly reading any manual, changed the dosage of the double espresso, the 2 shots, to be slightly longer because the amount of coffee seemed to be too small. So here we go with the grind. I've got the dosing funnel on the portafilter. You put it into this thing, which took a bit of figuring out. It kind of snaps in, and then you push it so that it clicks. There's a button at the back, and it will dose this much. Okay, now at this point, that's how it looks, right? So what I find is, give it a tap to flatten it out, and it's about the height of the portafilter, okay? So it came with this thing, and I know they've got those cylindrical ones. It came with this thing, and basically you're supposed to shave the coffee off the top. I'm not an expert at all. I'm a total amateur at this, but that seems like a waste of coffee for me. So what I just do is, with the funnel still on, I tamp the coffee, a good press, and that's what I get, right? You know, I'm not going for perfection here, but that's what I get. So, dosing funnel comes off. This goes into the, not sure the name of it, but the bit where the hot water comes out. Oh, shit. Right? Turn that. I hold the machine because it's liable to slide a little. Okay. So, with a cup, These holes don't seem to quite be directly underneath. They're slightly back from where the liquid comes, so the cup goes slightly forward. And then I'm going to push the double shot one, which will say custom, because I've turned it up to slightly longer, slightly more seconds of shot. I don't know the word. Shotting. Here you go. So you got this pre-infuse where it wets the coffee. My old machine used to do that too. So that gave me 18 seconds that time, which I think is what I was aiming for, but sometimes it's more seconds. So this is the double espresso you get from what I just did, and you can see there's a lot of crema on there. I'll taste it. Now, to me, that's fine. Like, I'm not using the best coffee beans in the world. That was Taylor's, a British brand. It's not the best coffee in the world, but I can experiment with beans later. If I just get in the neighborhood with something like this, I think that's fine. So, you know, I'm not a trained barista at all. But this was very easy to figure out. So, yeah, that's what I've done. That's what I get. And to be honest, I've done this several days without really changing anything. So, see the machine, it moves because this is so tight. And these pucks, that's pretty much exactly what I would expect. I need to get one of those boxes for it. See, now that's, come on, you can't argue with that. That's how it's supposed to be, right? So, yeah, I'm very happy with it. This, obviously, they're expensive. I know that Black Friday is coming up. I waited for a slight reduction on Amazon. And, you know, with the help of some birthday donations with some friends, I splashed out on the one I wanted. Because the thing is, the Barista Express is quite old. This is a few years old now, but I wanted to have something... To be honest, I like the idea of having the timer on here rather than the pressure, which the Barista Express has got. So the Sage Barista Pro has these timers for the shot. So in my head, that meant that I could figure out what was happening more because the shot takes a different amount of time based on the grind, I think. So, yeah, if there's any interest, I'll do another video about trying to use the the steam wand. But yeah, this is my review. I'm very happy with it. I know that I've still got things to learn. To be honest, I'd be happy to undo some of the settings that I've changed. But right now, I'm getting good espresso from this machine. So, yeah, I'm happy. All right, thanks, guys.